The first time Chidera saw his own father sell him, he was standing barefoot in the rain. Not ordinary rain, the kind of rain that makes people run inside and lock their doors, the kind of rain that hides tears, the kind of rain that witnesses evil. And as the old pickup van disappeared into the darkness, one question echoed inside his heart. Why? Why would a father sell his own son? What Chidera didn't know was that the answer was buried inside a secret that had been hidden for 20 years. A secret powerful enough to destroy families. A secret that would make powerful men tremble. And a secret that would reveal that the boy everybody called nobody was actually somebody very important. But before that happened, everything had to fall apart first. My name is Chidera, and if you saw me 6 years ago, you would never believe I would survive. I grew up in a small community outside Onitsha, Anambra State. The kind of place where everybody knew everybody's business. The kind of place where poverty sat comfortably in almost every house. My father's name was Emeka. People called him Papa Chidi, not because they respected him, because they pitied him. Years ago, Papa Chidi was one of the strongest men in the village. He owned farmland. He traded palm oil. People greeted him with respect. Then gambling entered his life, and everything changed. Little by little, he sold land, sold goats, sold harvests, sold machines, and eventually, he sold his dignity. By the time I was 16, all that remained was our tiny house and the shame that followed him everywhere. My mother died when I was 10. Fever, no hospital, no money, just like that. After her death, something inside my father died too. The gambling became worse, the drinking became worse, and my suffering began. Every morning before sunrise, I carried firewood to the market. After that, I fetched water. After that, I sold oranges by the roadside. The little money I made always disappeared into my father's pockets. If I made 5,000 naira, he took it. If I made 10,000, he took it. And if I complained, he beat me. Still, I endured, because he was my father, or at least, I thought that mattered. One afternoon, I returned home and heard unfamiliar voices inside. 3 strange men were sitting with my father. Their clothes were expensive. Their vehicle was parked outside. One of them was counting money, bundles and bundles of money, more money than I had ever seen before. I almost entered the house when I heard my name, Chidera. Immediately I stopped. Something felt wrong, very wrong. The tallest man spoke. "The boy is healthy?" My father nodded. "Strong too. Can work?" "Of course. Very hard-working." "It has been smiled. Good. The money is complete." My heart started beating faster. Work? Money? Why were they discussing me? Then the next words froze my blood. "Once we leave with him, there is no coming back." My father collected the money. "No problem. You can take him." For a moment, I couldn't breathe. Take me? Take me where? Maybe I misunderstood. Maybe they were talking about somebody else. Then one of the men opened the door and saw me. Immediately, he smiled. "There he is. The boy. The product." Product. The word pierced my chest. My father avoided my eyes, the way guilty people avoid looking at the people they betray. "Papa?" No answer. "Papa?" Still nothing. Then he finally spoke. "Go with them." "What?" "Go with them, just for work." I looked at him. Work where? He couldn't even look at me. "My son, please, don't make this difficult." That was when I knew. Something terrible was happening. And I ran. Fast, faster than I had ever run before. Behind me I heard shouting, "Catch him!" The village road blurred beneath my feet. Children moved aside, goats scattered, people stared. But fear gave me wings. I kept running, and then a motorcycle appeared from nowhere. The rider blocked my path. Before I could turn, someone grabbed me from behind. Another covered my mouth. The world exploded into panic. I kicked, fought, bit someone's hand, but they were stronger, much stronger. Within minutes, they dragged me into the pickup van. The last thing I saw, before the door slammed shut, was my father standing beside the house, holding the money, watching his own son disappear, and doing absolutely nothing. That night changed everything, because the men were not taking me to any normal job. For hours later, the vehicle stopped inside a hidden compound deep in the forest. The place looked abandoned. No signboard, no neighbors, no lights, except one weak generator bulb. And when I arrived, I realized I wasn't alone. There were other boys, many boys, some younger than me, some older, all frightened, all confused, all trapped. A skinny boy sitting nearby leaned closer and, "You too." "Too what?" "They bought you." Bought. The word again. "What is this place?" The boy looked around nervously. "I don't know. But people disappear." People disappear. Before I could ask another question, a heavy metal door opened, and a giant man walked inside. Everybody became silent immediately. The fear in their eyes told me everything. This man was dangerous. Very dangerous. He pointed at us. You. Then finally, me. "Stand up." My legs felt weak, but I obeyed. We were taken into another building. Inside were large wooden crates stacked everywhere, hundreds of them. Then suddenly, one crate slipped and crashed to the floor. Its contents spilled out. Not food, not clothes, not supplies. Guns. Lots of guns. My stomach dropped. Suddenly everything became clear. We weren't workers. We weren't apprentices. We were being used for something illegal, something deadly. And at that exact moment, one terrifying thought entered my mind. Maybe my father hadn't sold me into labor. Maybe he had sold me into death. Outside, thunder rolled across the sky. Inside the warehouse, fear settled deep into my bones. But hidden among the crates was something even more shocking, something that would change my life forever. Because while moving one of the boxes, I noticed a photograph. Old, torn, faded, water-damaged. It showed a man, a woman, and a little boy. The little boy looked exactly like me. My heart stopped. How was that possible? With shaking hands, I turned the photograph over, and what I saw made my blood run cold. Written on the back were 4 words: "Find him before 20. To be continued."